Hello, I'm Landis, and welcome back to Subnautica. One of the questions I get asked a lot is, do Reapers respawn? So for the last couple of weeks I've been running a test file where I've been basically going over killing them, waiting, trying different scenarios to see if they respawn. And now what we're going to do is show you some of the results. As you can see here, we've got a scanner room up because we can scan for Reapers. We cannot scan for ghosts or sea dragons. But there are locations on the map where we only have to deal with one in a confined space, so it's easy enough to test that. With Reapers it's a little difficult. So we're here, and you can see within our 500 meter radius, we've got two. So what we're going to do is head out and kill this one, that one right there. And then we're going to wait a couple of days on time lapse. But as you can see, the conditions aren't great. We can't really see too well. So what I'm going to do is activate a few cheats and change the graphics to make it easier for you guys to see, and myself. Okay, so that's a bit better. We've moved some of the stuff that's blocking our vision. We've now got a clear line of sight on the Reaper. We're not going to need that. We are going to need that. Now we are playing on survival mode. Not hardcore, so if this goes wrong it's not over. And the cheats we're using don't directly impact the game mechanics, because obviously you can spawn Reapers yourself. But the reason I've gone through and done this is I've checked online, as I'm sure many of you have, and there is not much information regarding this. Well, there are lots of topics and threads that complain about it and argue, but none of them really offer any help. So, let's get this one dead. Now we have used the damage multiplier just to speed this up a little bit. Could scan him while we're here, but there's no need. We have one dead leviathan. Now we're going to turn the oxygen off and speed the game up a little bit. We got the debug menu up so you can see the passage of time. And after all that time, he hasn't even actually despawned. So what we're going to do is head back to the base and start a proper time lapse. So, quite a few in-game days have passed, and they've not really respawned. So, what we're going to do over here, keep an eye on this for a bit. If you look here, we're still scanning too, which includes a dead one. So let's take the scanner off. Give it a second to recache. And then we'll scan again. And he's still there. So it shows that the daytime doesn't really affect it. It doesn't seem to despawn it. So what we're going to do is save and reload. Okay, so we are back. We are scanning, and it's still just that one dead one, which is down here. Oh, let's reset the settings. Okay. So this one is clearly not respawned. It is still trackable even while dead. But that may just be a fluke, so we should go kill the other one. Give him a slap. Okay, second dead leviathan. Let's go get a third. But obviously try and drag him into the point where we can see him. Okay, so we now have 3 dead Reapers, each showing up on the scanner. What we'll do for ease of access is just quickly build a little scanner room here. We should be able to pick them all up. Okay, so that's cheap and cheerful. Still got the 3 Reapers we've killed.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now this scanner room will add to the other one. Because the other one is over here. So they will overlap. This one is only picking up 1. There we go. There's the other one. Just wait for the other one. Let's have a bit of a time lapse. Okay, so it's been a few days and nothing's happened. What I've done now is activate the in-game cheat so we can move around a bit while the days are still flying by. And as we can clearly see, there's still no Reapers here. We've tried saving and reloading, we've tried waiting naturally and not naturally, and we're not getting any joy. So now what we need to do is head out of the cell. For that, we're just going to head straight down and start testing the Ghost Leviathan. Okay, so we've arrived at the Lost River base, right above a Ghost Leviathan. Now it's time to kill it. There we go. 1 dead Ghost Leviathan. Again, it's been a few days, the body's still there, but we've had no respawn. So what we're going to do is head off and check out the next one. Okay, so we've now arrived in the lab zone. If we head over here, you will see we cannot scan for the dragon. What we need to do is go out and find this one. Shouldn't be too far away. Oh. Come here, buddy. There we go. You cannot kill a sea dragon using a thermoblade. So now he's happy and dying. We can pass some time. Let's head back to the safety of base. So yeah, all my testing shows that no matter how hard you try, using a thermal blade will never kill a sea dragon. You actually have to do it by hand. Anyway, let's get a time lapse going. Let's head back to the start and see if we can find any Reapers. Okay, so we're back. And no Reapers. What we're going to do is save, exit, and re-enter. Been a few days, and they're still not respawned. At this stage, we've exited the game, reloaded the game, moved zones, waited days, both naturally and through the cheat menu, and the Reapers have not respawned. And again, after several days, several reloads, it's not here. And again, immediately visible is no sea dragon. Just have a quick look around because this area is quite big. There's a possibilities on the other side of the castle. Ah. I'm gonna need you to die, buddy, I'm afraid. Thank you. Right. So now that's him dead as well. So if there is two here, which I've never actually been able to confirm, there isn't any more. So what I'm going to do is head back to the base, save, reloads, and then see if we can get him to spawn again. Okay, so we're back after a full re-upload. We've closed down the game and even the system. Just restarted everything as one final last check to see if this works. Okay, we can't even scan for Reapers anymore. So at this stage there is nothing left to reset. There is nothing left to wait. As this file has been 76 in-game days at this stage. It would appear that none of the three Reapers have respawned. Interesting. This is exactly what the test file I have done over the last month or so has shown as well. So I'm not overly surprised at this. I think this does, in short, confirm Reapers do not intentionally respawn in the game. Now back into the Lost River, and again, no Ghost Leviathan. So using all of the factors we used for the Reapers, we can confirm Ghost Leviathans no longer respawn. Again, my testing in the previous file also confirms this. And back to the lava zone, we'll have a quick nip around, see if we can't find us a sea dragon. I think it's safe to say there is not a sea dragon in here anymore. And we possibly confirmed the existence of two. Which again, previous test file has confirmed that they do not respawn. Or if they do, and there is only one, it respawns once. So I take that as confirmation of there is two circling the lava castle. And finally back up to the surface in the normal game world. I tested a lot of other things. Medium creatures like the stalker, the gasopod, so on and so forth. Again, do not respawn. You can kill off the entire population in the world should you see fit. However, smaller fish, including the rabbit ray, boomerang, peeper, those type of things, they do respawn. I assume that is just so you always have a food supply. Crashfish, upon reloading, will reset the nests. And last but not least, materials do not respawn, both in the drillable nodes and the mineable nodes. This one took a long time for me to test, and thanks to several seasons of playthroughs has been a lot easier for me to prove. One thing that does happen, which is slightly confusing when trying to test about respawns, is cell reload. When you leave the cell for long enough and come back, the resources regenerate. For example, let's say there was 10 salt in this biome, and we take this one. And we mark it with the beacon and we come back and it's here again. That gives us the impression that it's respawning. But it's not. Every time we re-enter the zone, it takes the available resources it has and it seems to reshuffle them to where they can go. So this salt may have originally been over there. But as the game loads the area, it just says, oh, there's a salt here. and it may put it back here. Slightly annoying, you cannot farm infinite resources in the game other than food and power, which will again give you water and health packs. So you can indefinitely maintain your 3 main stats. That appears to be all. The only resource I found that does seem to respawn is the metal salvage. But again, I'm not entirely confident on this one, just because of the clear amount of it. If you found this video helpful, then leave a like, perhaps subscribe and check out the rest of the channel. And why not join us on the Facebook, Twitter, Discord and Patreon. Links are in the description and running through the credits right now. I've been Landis. This has been a guide for Subnautica. Thank you very much and see you soon.